Well, a very good evening here from the Spartan Center. It's time for playoff basketball here at Milton Hershey School as we have the first round of the PIAA District 3 playoffs. 5A tonight, the Shippensburg Greyhounds take on the Milton Hershey Spartans. I'm Jay Garvey, and we'll be soon joined by Mike Straub as we are anxiously awaiting here the first round. Spartans had a good run there in the Central Penn or the Mid-Penn tournament, winning their first game, and then unfortunately took a loss against the State College team. As we see the introductions now for the teams. Colin Taylor being announced there for Shippensburg. And followed by Carter Van Scoik, who is their leading scorer. And just in the nick of time.
How we doing tonight?
Welcome, Mike.
Happy to be here, Jay. Big news across Pennsylvania today, but I had to get here for this one. Not going to miss a second of this one.
I was going to say, you're a busy man. I know, covering Olympics and everything for your full-time job.
Yeah, you know, getting back and forth to Korea. No, of course not. No, happy to be here. So fired up for this one. I'm sure you touched on this already, Jay, but the performance these guys had against State College.
Great game, great game.
Unbelievable performance. They raised eyebrows across the state. I know they thought they had it in them, but I think even they've got to be like, wait a second. If we can hang with the best 6A teams in the state, we've got to be considered one of the best 5A teams in District 3. And this bracket is stacked. There are some really, really good teams. But I mean this, I want these guys to go back and watch this on live stream. I'm not saying this to pump up their heads, get too big, but there's no reason they shouldn't consider themselves one of the best teams in this district. They have every chance to win this tournament if they go out and perform the way they can. There's Danye, had better than 40 points against State College. I'm fired up, Jay.
Yep, and you know, you hit on that game was there. You know, it was a game where they were down early, but they fought back. And as you mentioned, you know, that State College team, some people are saying they have a chance to win the whole thing. And our guys did not let up, even getting, you know, tying the game and taking the lead there in the fourth quarter. And we'll talk a little bit more about what Danye brought to that game and has done since the beginning of the season.
Shippensburg comes in here 7 losses. 3 of those losses are to Greencastle.
Yeah.
They just can't get past that Greencastle hump, but they got a lot of pride to play for. These early district games are so tricky. You got to win to keep your season alive. You got to win. If you lose here in the opening round, your season is over. If you make it a couple rounds in, you at least ensure a spot in states. We'll take a break now for the national anthem.
Danye put on the other night. 7 3-pointers.
Yeah, wow.
You know, it was on fire. And, you know, we were talking earlier, you know, we're starting to ask around if anybody has any sense of who the leading scorer of all time at Milton Hershey School. And there's not a definitive answer, but one thing we do know is since that opening game when Danye eclipsed 1,000, he has had over 500 points since then. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's got to be the all-time leading scorer. We're going to get on school history and some folks to do some research to verify that.
That is some seriously impressive stuff. Yeah, the 7 threes last game, 41 points, a season high. He's only been held to single digits one time this whole season. That was against West Perry. So that was a game that the Spartans had in hand before they took the court.
And I was at that game, and he got a lot of rest that night.
Yeah, he didn't have to play much. So here we go tonight. Starting lineup for the Spartans, Don Ye, Pedro Rodriguez, Naeem Cross, Jaden Young, and there's the man at the circle, the All-American triple jumper, Trayvon Ferguson. Shippensburg controls the tip, though. And we are underway in district basketball tonight. The Spartan Center, the first nearly steal by the Spartans. Jaden Young got a hand on it. Spartans come out man-to-man. Shippensburg weaving around the perimeter. Adam Hauser trying to get free. And then at the rim, it's missed. Rebound, Pedro looking to run. Jaden Young, he'll attack. Trayvon, how about a three with a lefty? Back iron, no good. Pedro battling, keeps it alive. Naeem, fade away, no good. Battling, Trayvon's got it, kicks it out. Jaden down low, Naeem back to Jaden. Trayvon shot fake, drive so quick. Count
and
it.
one.
And one. Some fine ball movement there in that possession, Jay.
It's good to see Trayvon actually getting a figure into the offense here. We always highlight how much of a defensive presence here, but it's good to see him be getting aggressive with the offensive side.
And I think we overhyped this because of the track starness, but his first step is so quick. It seems that defenses can never prepare for it.
Looks like we have a line violation. Going to get to take another shot at it.
It was on number 3 back here. He crossed into the half circle, which you're not allowed to do. You rarely see that. Trayvon rules it in. Second chance is worth the charm. So Spartans ranked 5th in this district tournament. But I'm telling you, after that state college performance, everybody's now on notice of the Spartans.
Yeah, they played very, very well. And, you know, in talking with Coach Zerby, I think he was pleased not only with the performance, but how that can help this team moving forward. You know, it was a big game, big crowd, a lot of emotion and high intensity in the players. Spartans did very well.
Yeah, I came running in here. Big crowd tonight, too, from both sides. Good to see that. You want that opening night of district playoffs. Lots of people in the house tonight. Trayvon at the free throw line, left alone, dribbles it back out, though. Nice crossover. Oh, has it knocked away. It's on the ground. It's going to be a jump. Point the direction of the Spartans.
Nice to see the big crowd. I know we had a lot of our students returning from the long President's Day weekend just earlier today. So, you know, something really to look forward to coming back to school and having this big game here tonight.
Trayvon takes a bump, left alone at the elbow, rolls off. A lot of contact. I'm happy to see the no call. Less whistles, the better. That's what I always say. I jinxed us. I jinxed us so bad, Jay. Foul on Trayvon, basket and the ball. And the foul. So Shippensburg gets on the board with Carter Van Syock, their 6'3" senior. I believe Carter's their leading scorer.
Yeah, he's there. And he's also a 1,000-point scorer. Yep. He averages almost 20 of their team's 50 average. So he is definitely the key to their offense.
There's Danye's first touch. Inside, back out. Great passing from the Spartans. Trayvon left alone again. Doesn't shoot it this time. Jaden to Naeem. Giving Trayvon a lot of space. Trayvon loves the no-look pass. Oh. It's almost comical. Jaden rolls that one off. Naeem battle for it, keeps it alive. Jaden drives here. Eye off the glass, doesn't go.
It's going to stay for the Spartans.
Here. Tell you what, Spartans doing an outstanding job on the offensive glass. Like to see a few more of these drop down, obviously, but at least the Spartans really attacking at offensive boards. Jaden hands it off to Danye. Drives past his man, pulls up right hand, no good. Another board, though, for Pedro. Trayvon, Naeem all alone. Another no look. A little too complicated. Pedro absorbs contact and the foul. It's a nice job of awareness by Pedro. Yep. He can tell his man is out of position, and he kind of takes advantage of it and finishes the easy deuce.
Early on, Spartans are having absolutely no problem weaving in and out of that box, getting a lot of good looks down low, which, bodes very well.
Yeah, the Greyhounds are not particularly small.
No.
Colin Taylor 6'5", and Sayak 6'3", but they are really getting worked on the glass right now. 6'3" after Pedro completes the three-point play. Spins away from Danye, ball's on the ground again. We're gonna have another jump. Naeem not afraid to tangle. Seven o'clock start tonight, so tweet it out early. Let people know we're watching. This is district play. Got to win to keep the season alive, so let's get a big audience tonight on MHSkids.org. Mike Straub and Jay Garvey here with you. Just started raining outside, but perfect night for basketball in here. I'll tell you what.
Still nice got a crowd. Yeah, crowd still filtering in.
Yep. Nice defense on the block.
Spartans doing a nice job closing in that outside shot.
Contested shot rebound, though, is dropped in by Colin Taylor. 6'5", Colin Taylor. Trayvon, no.
There's the textbook, Trayvon no-look pass.
Trayvon didn't have to do it. I mean, he crossed his man up. He could have gone all the way to the rim. One fortunate turnover there, but Spartans still playing good defense right now, too.
Josh Parr getting ready to check in. Josh had a great game. I think he had about 12 points, but it was very good on the offensive and defensive boards against State College.
Step back three is nowhere near for Ethan Burt. Excuse me, that's Alaric Hickman.
Josh coming in to give Naeem a little breather.
We got a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here. Still getting our sea legs under us here for those of us who came running in at the last minute. Full disclosure.
Do want to take a moment to just acknowledge someone special in the crowd. Coach Zerby wanted to make sure we welcomed his old high school football coach, Coach Euler, who has been following the team and was so impressed that he contacted Coach Zerby and said he had to come out and watch his team. So I think it's a big deal for Coach Zerby to have his high school football coach here tonight.
That is very cool, and probably so proud to see somebody follow him into the coaching ranks. Very, very cool. That brings back good memories for all of us. Thanks for joining us tonight, Coach. If you're join us on live streams, keep on watching. Hope we got a few more games in us this year, Jay. That's the plan.
That's the plan. Always a goal to get to the Giant Center.
So Josh Parra is on. Naeem Cross is off. Danye crossover, gets inside, gets nailed. No call. Josh Parra, just a designed alley-oop. Just a little designed alley-oop.
Something we've been talking about all season long with Josh Parr, and we started to see it develop a little bit last week, but he's really getting a good job of those putbacks.
Oh, Jaden, great steal. To the rim, up and in, Jaden Young all by himself. Ooh, See Jaden grab that ball with a head of steam. Danye almost creates another steal.
Defensive pressure.
There they go. Now Danye's got it. Behind his head to Pedro for two. I'm just up here clapping.
Yep.
Look at Danye say, make some noise.
And a foul on that.
Foul. Couldn't even hear it. I thought there was a timeout. They say Pedro was fouled. He has a chance to make a three-point play. And now Shippensburg will take a 30-second timeout.
And that's how the Spartans are dangerous. They can go on those runs and those spurts, quickly putting up 12 points.
We always talk about how the Spartans score in bunches. I love plays like that. Pedro and Danye go back such a long way. They talk about times playing outside the student home, just getting their shots up. And a play like that, just knowing where your buddy's going to be and having the confidence to do that in a district game, season on the line.
And I think, again, that's one of the things that, Coach Zerby has gotten to know these guys and spent so much time with them. He does not curtail that creativity and that passion and that fun, which, I think is something to be commended in him because but he's just as quick to pull the trigger on a guy when he needs to, but he knows what drives most of these players.
Well, also it's a home night.
Yeah.
You get a few of those in the first quarter, suddenly the crowd's way more into it, and it's a better night for everybody.
Well, and it also helps when you make the basket to finish it.
Pedro's made both his free throws, too. The other thing I like is that Danye gets a lot of credit for being a scorer, and deservedly so. The guy fills it up. Looking at all his stats here. He gets his buckets. He's going to get his points, but he's really, at heart, an unselfish player.
Yeah.
You rarely see Danye. He's always one to make the extra pass.
Yep.
And there's a good example of it right there. He could have probably scored it, but he actually led to the better high percentage point with a little flair.
Well, and one thing I also don't think he gets enough credit for is his ball handling.
Yeah, for sure.
Know,
Spartans forced the bad shot there, too.
And, you know, we often talk about, there you go.
And an easy pass. Got to finish it, though.
And there's
Parra's
Josh
got
Parra.
it. But you hear the crowd in here tonight? I hope you're picking that up at home. Just oohing and awing on Danye's ball handling. And then the steal. And a foul. And heck, that's a good foul, because if Danye takes that to the rack, this place explodes.
Yeah.
15-5 now. Spartans jump out to a 10-point lead. Shippensburg goes to their bench for the first time. Pedro back to Jaden. Another nice crossover. Trayvon smartly pulls it out. Oop, some confusion. Everybody could have got that pass. Trayvon left alone. He's going to sky it, and he's fouled.
Creating opportunities.
For some reason, they just keep losing track of Trayvon. If he can get some rhythm going offensively, he can have a big night if he wants. Well,
and, you know, we've seen this a lot this season, specifically not to keep going back to last week's game, but, you know, they're putting so much pressure and so much emphasis on trying to shut down Danye. It just creates shots for everybody else.
It's true. Trayvon misses that one. I think Naeem's going to check back in. Comes up short. Josh Parra crashes hard, keeps it alive for Pedro. Give Parra really the credit on that one, though. And Danye from way out comes up empty. Parra, though, there he is. Big man. What a possession for Josh Parra.
You know, and again, I can't emphasize enough, that is exactly what the coaches are hoping to see from Josh Parra. You know, the sophomore playing a little bit more aggressive, more dominant down below. I heard someone last week, you know, they're comparing, you know, we've talked about it too, his personality. He's kind of just a laid back, reminds you of like a Tim Duncan.
Yeah,
you know, doesn't look like he's going full speed, but he is athletic and big and strong.
Yeah, there's been a few guys like that this year who we've really enjoyed sort of growing up right in front of us. I think Naeem's another guy who's kind of found his role defensively and offensively, and has been fun to watch him sort of grow up in front of our eyes. And of course, Hassan Kamara, a guy who probably never knew how many minutes he would get this season. Now he comes in early in the games, hits some big threes, creates some turnovers. It's been a lot of fun to watch this team this year. And as I talk to people over on the LL side of things, you know, they're just looking at scores and stuff, and they've asked me, how good is that Milton Hershey team? I say, man, they're fun to watch. I can tell you that right now. Lampeter Strasburg is the highest ranked team in this bracket. They're having a historic season at LS. It's hard for me to get really excited about LS, but I mean, that's the kind of year it is. You have these teams kind of coming out of nowhere. But I'll tell you what, over there in the LL League, they're asking about Milton Hershey.
Just saw Danye giving a wave to somebody very special in the stands tonight. Just saw his great-grandmother, who we highlighted in the first game.
That is cool. Her first playoff game in person tonight.
That's right.
There's Danye defending. Spartans sticking to this man-to-man. So Naeem Cross is back on. He replaced Trayvon Ferguson. Josh Parra coming over. What a block. And another behind-the-head pass right to Jaden Young for two more. Danye Baylor Carroll with eyes on all sides of his head. (19-5).
Spartans keeping up that defensive intensity.
Look at Josh Parra way out there. Lobbed across. Naeem defends on the wing. Pull-up is good by Carter Van Syok. Stops the bleeding momentarily. 19-7, Spartans leading as we go under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Pedro skip pass. Jaden all alone. Thought about it. Steps inside. Down low for Parra. Comes up short.
I think that was a situation where Josh didn't realize how far into the basket he was.
Another great look. Hate to see those slip away. Lobbed around on the wing. It's Van Syok. He's the scorer. Goes at Naeem. Gets everybody up in the air. And a nice pass inside, but it's his man on the ground.
That has to be a travel.
I think he's going to call a jump. I thought he was trying to call timeout, but it goes back towards the Spartans. 3 jump balls in this quarter. Tell you what, lots of hustle from these guys.
Yep. Spartans certainly starting off with a lot of intensity. Coach Zerbe continuing to push them.
Shippensburg goes to a zone here. Spartans have not hit a 3 yet. Remember, Danye had 7 threes last game. Jaden Young brings it back out. Naeem in the corner, down to Para. Danye, quick 3. No good.
Just a bit off.
You know, it's amazing that switch offense, everybody looked a little bit more stoic that possession for the Spartans, just switching against that zone. Under a minute in the first. Shippensburg around the wing. Out top, that's an open look. Way off, rebound, Josh Para. Jaden Young looking to push again. 2 on 4, off the glass, rolls off. Kept alive momentarily, but Shippensburg runs it down. Pedro Rodriguez all over it and comes up with a steal. Runs into Para. Now it's 2 on 3, but Pedro goes to the rim
nice
and scores.
Move, Pedro.
Pedro Rodriguez.
Showing
8 seconds in the quarter.
Showing quite a bit of athleticism for the big man.
I know. I often call out the numbers on those breaks, not in a way to sort of chastise our guys for pushing when they shouldn't, but only to point out how often and how aggressive the Spartans are when the numbers seem to be at their disadvantage and they still score. 7 seconds. There's Carter Van Syok. Trayvon comes on to defend him. Nearly stolen as Carrington Smith is on as well. Thrown around. That's a nice end of the quarter if you're Mark Zerbe and the Spartans. So after 21-7, Milton Hershey leads it. An explosive quarter. And I'm not even sure Danye has a bucket yet.
I don't think so, but he's got plenty of assists.
21 points for everybody else. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
He's like Larry Bird Jr.
Welcome back to the Spartan Center inside the huddle with Mark Zerbe. Got to be happy after that one. We were talking about how good that game was against State College with Spartans to stick with it. That State College team has at least 2 Division I players, and just the brothers whose name escaped me. The one's going to Princeton, and his younger brother's going to go wherever he wants to, or of that caliber.
Well, and their point guard is already committed to Penn State for football, so I mean, they've got some athletes.
Yeah, so a huge confidence booster. That's what I mean. It's not a victory. It's not a banner you can hang on the wall, but I'm pretty sure Mark Zerbe and the team looks at each other after that game and say, okay, do you guys believe in yourselves now? Not that I don't think they were short of confidence, but a great sort of momentum check going into the district tournament. So second quarter now, Spartans lead 21-7. And that's going to be over and back. Look, Danye takes it anyway. Shippensburg goes to the bench 9 seconds into the quarter. So set the Spartan lineup for you. Carrington Smith is on. Danye Baylor-Carroll, Jaden Smith, Trayvon Ferguson, and Pedro Rodriguez. So what else is good? Only 1 foul for the Spartans. 5 for Shippensburg. Carrington, Danye, long 3, looking to get going. No good. Pedro on the glass. Got it.
There you go. As you mentioned, offensive rebounding.
Yeah, I mean, and that's not naturally one of the Spartans' strong suit. They like to run so much they don't tend to get in position very much for those rebounds, and that's not a knock against them. Every teams have things they do well. But tonight, the Spartans really dominating that offensive glass. Nice defense there, sends it out of bounds. Top of the key, Carrington defending. Dangerous pass out of bounds. Yes, it is. Last touched by the Hounds. Jaden Young comes out of the game. Get Hassan Kamara some run here. Inside for Trayvon. Spins, strong left hand. Rolls
Nice.
in. Like a textbook post move. 25-7. Spartans have the first 4 points of the quarter. Long three.
Wow.
No good. Spartans looked for the trap, came up empty, and it's another three, and that one's good.
Spartans
Zach
doing a nice
Cullen.
job rotating their defense.
That's the first three of the game for either team. Danye gets caught. Kamara's got it. Back to Danye. He'll reset things. The screen from Pedro doesn't take it, gives it up for Trayvon.
Oh, took a step there.
The casual Trayvon casually picks up a walk. 15-point lead.
Spartans with the full court press on now.
Hassan Kamara defending. A Trayvon on that wing, skip pass in the corner. Cullen thought about three more. Instead has it blocked by Danye Baylor-Carroll. So we're going to get Jaden Young and Josh Barra back into the game as Carrington and Hassan check out. Drive.
Oh, he can't give the
left
baseline.
alone. Josh Parra forgot about Carter Van Syok.
Cardinal sin in basketball.
I think he's got 9 of their 12. Inside for Pedro. Rolls it in. Nice job. Great hands inside from Pedro.
Pedro seems to have the touch tonight.
Yeah.
It's a good thing for the Spartans.
I mean, they're not having to contest it very much. All his buckets have been right around the rim. Lobbed over. Stolen away by Jaden Young, but knocked right back by Hickman. Nice drive by Carter Van Syok into the trees. Comes up empty, though. Josh Parra skies for the board. He defended the shot and got the rebound. Trayvon's got it. No look for Pedro. Long, sets himself, doesn't go. Josh Parra battling. Got to be careful there. Spartans still don't have a three, yet they lead 27-12. Zach Cullen thought about another one. Nice drive, though. Parra comes over.
Oh.
Needs to be a foul on Parra.
Well, as you mentioned, we're into the second period. 27 points, no three-pointers, and I still don't think we have a point from Danye.
I'm trying to remember if he had a 2 early on, but I don't think he did. You're exactly right. He carried so much of the load against State College that it's got to be a good confidence boost for Mark Zerbe and everybody else to see the Spartans jump out to a big lead and not have to rely on him.
Well, yeah, it's an excellent point. I you know, being at that game, one of the things I kept hearing Coach Zerbe yelling was, it can't be one guy. It can't be one guy.
Second one is missed. Long rebound. Hickman has it. Spartans are kind of sleeping. Oh, but they are saved. Okay, they are saved by the miss. They were just kind of sitting there ball watching on that free throw. Danye working from the Y on Milton Hershey. Spins away. Gives it up to Pedro. Gets it back. Pass down low for Parra. He's stuck. Danye for 3. Sliding away. No good. Just wasn't set.
Good job, though, creating the shot for him.
Shippensburg has numbers, and Hickman up and in. It's back to 12. Spartans come roaring back. Pedro at the rim. Doesn't go. Parra came flying in. That's going to be 2 quick ones on Josh Parra.
Yep. Unnecessary foul there for the sophomore.
So Shippensburg showing signs of life here. Nearly stolen. Danye commits a foul.
Yep.
Just reached with the wrong arm.
He's usually good for about 2 of those handsy fouls a game.
And that's part of the aggressiveness. The Spartans creates a ton of turnovers. If he goes with his right hand there, trying to knock it away, it's not nearly as aggressive. He came with his left all the way across him and kind of put his shoulder through Zach Cullen. His first foul. Nice design motion play by Shippensburg. Leads to a Van Syok 3. Doesn't go. Rebound, though, and that's going to be
Trey pleading his case.
Trayvon said, I got all ball, man.
Yeah, I think he had his ball, hand on it since it was down low.
I believe it's just Trayvon. Oh, it is his second. I thought it was just his first. So suddenly, just like that, it's 5 team fouls apiece, and some key parts of the Spartans' interior have a couple of fouls, and Josh Parra and Trayvon Ferguson. Colin Taylor knocks down the first. This would cut the lead back to 10. He gets them both. Danye pushes ahead. Inside for Pedro, great pass, little bump and drops it in. That was easy.
I'll tell you what, they need to shut that down or it's going to be a long night.
It's a great reaction to the zone to keep finding those holes right at the bottom of the zone.
Yep.
Nice job by Trayvon defending the pass. Still gets through to Van Sciak. A drive inside, high off the glass, doesn't go.
Nice contested by Danye.
Oh. Naeem cross, and he's bumped.
Yep. Though, how many times have we seen that this season? Anytime that, Danye's having an off night, Pedro steps up or someone else, and it's what makes this team gel so well.
Yeah, I'm not even going out and saying it's an off night yet. He hasn't even had that many looks.
No.
And frankly, they've been feeding the ball down low. He hasn't had to take that many shots. I know he's missed a couple of jumpers, but sometimes it takes Danye a quarter to get going.
The majority of their points have come off layups.
Yeah.
Or putbacks.
Goes away from the screen again. Nice pass for Trayvon. Another no look for Pedro. Slicing inside. Pedro Rodriguez have a half, young man.
Couple days rest. Did well for Pedro.
He's really just his court awareness right now. He knows where to be in all these open spots. As his teammates make the cuts, he's right where he needs to be to have the finish. Well, that's a nice rebound by Colin Taylor.
And to be honest, he needed to have a good game tonight. I think he would be the first one to admit he probably did not play his best game last week against State College. But he is certainly stepping up here tonight.
Well, Mark Zerbe didn't like the way that looked. A couple of possessions in a row. Spartans kind of on their heels and on the defensive glass. Sort of waiting for somebody else to grab it and get out and run. And he's just probably resetting that right now, saying, boys, we got to be the ones hitting the glass on both ends. Let's talk about Pedro, too. I always feel like he's kind of the emotional leader. The Spartans, as an entire unit, play better when he's in the game. That doesn't just necessarily mean on the floor, but even if he's just 1 or 2 seconds on the bench here at a time, you know what I mean by that, not foul trouble. If he stays out of foul trouble, Spartans sort of play confidently end to end. In the last 2 games, some fouls kind of kept him out for a while. So anyhow, 31-19 as we approach 2.5 to go in the half. Oh. Could have been Naeem, could have been Jaden. Nobody grabbed it.
2 guys.
I love Trayvon's passes, and I know Coach Zerbe does too. But he's told him, you got to ease up on the sub. You see Trayvon was walking to the bench. He thought the sub was for him after another turnover.
But again, I give so much credit to Coach Zerbe.
Yeah.
He lets them play their game. They don't have to worry about making mistakes.
31-19 still. So Carrington checks back in for Naeem Cross. Nice move. Look at Jaden Young
breaking
covering
up
the back door to knock that ball out of bounds. Oh, that's traveling. You cannot move your feet. Oh, man, the refs are asleep. The inbound player cannot move his feet as much as he did in that possession. On that inbounds, but Carter Van Sciak knocks down 3, and we're back to within single digits, 31-22.
Yeah.
Corner Carrington. Good pass for Trayvon. Great job to fill the lane. Spins with his left and gets it to go. Again, inside buckets, points in the paint.
Well, and we've talked about his ability to elevate.
Spartans throw a great trap. Love that. Dangerous pass, finds its way through though. Down underneath, Pedro defends, but still gets it to go. Still love the aggressive call. Skipped across for Jaden Young. Drives at the big man, gets through. It's going to be offensive.
Oh.
It's kind of almost like a reverse screen. He couldn't see that Hickman had slid into position. He was blocked out by the other player, and Jaden Young ran right into him.
See Josh Parr going to come in and check in. Give Trey a breather.
1:22 to go, and they're going to throw Parr at the top of this zone. The long trapping zone. Here it comes.
I've been told this is called 33 by Coach Zerby. He listened to our live stream playback the other night, and as we were calling for this defense, he wanted to make sure that we knew the right play to call.
I wonder what else he thinks. He goes, oh, these guys think they can coach my team.
Yeah.
Calling out defenses. That shot's missed. Carrington has the board. Another nice defensive stance from
I also received
Spartans.
some feedback from former basketball coach Mike Weller that you and I have a tendency to be, as in his words, homers.
Yeah, well, nobody has denied that. I mean, the name of the channel is mhskids.org.
That's right.
This is not the home.
Said we were
of
a little too critical of the referees a couple times, but I took full ownership of that.
We are a work in progress. Okay, inbounds here, 33-24 still. Danye spins away, slices through. He'll reset things. 40 seconds to go in the half. Pulls up from NBA range. Front iron, no good. It was 21-7 after one. It's 33-24 now, so a nice sort of methodical comeback by Shippensburg to make this more interesting.
I almost wonder if they're going to try and hold this for one.
Spartans make him work so hard for every pass. Cullen's try a three, rolls off. Rebound Carrington. Out for Hassan, 10 seconds. Over to Danye. He drives, takes a bump, slices away, gives it up. Pedro for three, inside, outside. Pedro Rodriguez.
Vote for Pedro.
What a half he had. A 5 for his buddy, and the Spartans take the momentum to the break. They lead 36-24. I'm going to be sure to get a point total on Pedro Rodriguez in this half. I'll have that for you as we start the third quarter. So a quick 10-minute break. We've got some fantastic programming, as we always do at halftime here on mhskids.org. Jay, not much to complain about. Would have liked to see him maybe stay on the gas a little bit more. Yep. You still feel like the Spartans got a little bit more in the tank.
Great rebounding, tough defense. And again, I mean, he's dishing the ball just as we saw there to his buddy Pedro, but Danye still held without any points, I believe. We'll have to double check that.
Still Spartans leading by 12. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes on mhskids.org.
I think a home is a place where everyone feels accepted, where everyone feels welcomed, and where everyone feels loved.
And knowing that they can always depend on us as house parents, I think it gives them a real sense of comfort, knowing that they don't have to worry.
We have 7 boys right now, and we have a wide range of personalities. We have Aiden, Noah. They really feel accepted, and they understand that they're a part of the family, which is just awesome. And we really try to build that here with them.
I came to Milton Hershey School August 18th, 1980.
August 4th, 2013.
June 19th, 1957.
February 23rd, 2015.
September 25th, 1933.
September 26, 2011.
October 22nd, 1977.
August 20, 1991.
Enrollment Day is incredibly meaningful to almost every single Milton Hershey School student. Enrollment Day was the day their life changed.
August 4th, 2013.
August 12th, 1991.
January 5th, 1981.
December 9th, 1989.
October 14th, 1981.
It's the day that my life changed completely. I'll never forget it. Never.
So today is our January enrollment day.
It's the culmination of all our work with families, with professionals to get a child to the point of enrollment where they get to join our community.
It's the day we celebrate.
We're going to be bringing in approximately 30 students today.
We have students coming today from Pittsburgh or from Red Line, Pennsylvania, from urban areas or rural areas.
The opportunities that they have to meet new people and go to places they've never had a chance to go to.
They're going to get to be friends with students who might think differently than they do, worship differently than they do, live in different household situations than they do. And I think that helps students grow, and it helps students mature, and it helps expand their world.
And all these kids and their families are bringing that richness to our campus and sharing that with others. I think it's one of the things that makes us so special and so unique.
I think it helps open their eyes, and I think our families are really excited about that for their kids.
I'm always excited and in awe of how our community welcomes these new students, just to become their friends, their mentors, their teachers, the people that are going to help them meet those goals that they set forth at the beginning and help them accomplish the reason that they came here.
Coming here, there were 3 goals for me. One very important thing was to let them know that I love them. The second thing was that I wanted them to have a great childhood.
It's a sun.
And then the third thing was I always wanted them to graduate.
My name is Randy Mladenoff.
And I'm Julie Mladenoff. And we're house parents at Milton Hershey School. I had 7 brothers, so it was kind of nice having girls in my life. I guess my mothering skills came helping my mom with my little brothers. That's probably gave me the experience of taking care of all the children here at Milton Hershey. No.
We had no idea. We didn't think we would be doing it for this long.
No.
Yeah, the student bonds and the friendships we created over the past 39 and a half years is beyond our imagination and our dreams that we had. It's really fulfilled our lives.
Absolutely. It's always been hard when our kids left us, but it's harder for us to leave our kids, because this will be the first time we're leaving them, because they have always left us.
And went on to middle school or high school.
Mm-hmm.
Or out in the world.
Yeah.
Have a Sparky day!
You gonna have a good day in school today?
Yeah!
And we hope that we fulfilled your childhood, because you certainly fulfilled our lives and fulfilled our dreams, and beyond our memories. It's just awesome.
We were looking for a way to connect with the students better than just using a phone, using email, because we knew that that was not a system that the students navigated to or responded to. They have their phone in their hand all the time. It's just their primary mode of communication.
I go to Penn State Harrisburg. I am a sophomore and I'm studying general bio. It's important to have a relationship with Milton Hershey School in general, because it kind of reminds you of where you came from. And
it's really important for our students because the majority of them are first-generation college students. So it's really important for them to have somebody who is there to help them through that process. This is a great way that we can send group text messages, and then it becomes individualized as soon as the students respond to the message.
Miss Ambrosic just texted me. She just said she wanted to check in and see how classes are going so far this semester for me.
When we initially got the texting platform, we had 60 kids who were missing documents. So we sent out 30 emails, 30 text messages. Within a 24-hour time period, we had responses from all of the text messages and had issues resolved. And with the email, we only had 1 response. Texting does work.
Welcome back to the Spartans Center. A couple of minutes away from the third quarter of action. Milton Hershey leading 36-24, opening round of the District 3 5A playoffs. You win here, you advance the next round. You lose here, your season is over. So Spartans lead by 12. Jay Garvey alongside Mike Straub. Jay, Pedro Rodriguez, 19 points in the first half after that 3 at pretty much the buzzer. What a half for him.
Yeah, and as we talked about earlier, a lot of those were on layups and putbacks. A lot of that created by the play making of Danye and others, but very high percentage shots what we saw out of the Spartans, which is good for us.
Yeah, a lot of shots inside, just dominating the paint. Now, we didn't get to this in the pregame. Tell you a little bit about who we're dealing with tonight. The Greyhounds from Shippensburg are 16-7 overall. Carter Van Syock is a 1,000-point score for them. 3 of those 4 losses are to Greencastle. Twice they got hammered by Greencastle. Just why I keep saying that, Greencastle got hammered by State College in the other Mid-Penn semifinal. So Carter Van Syock, he's a member of the 1,000-point club at Shippensburg High School. Of course, we have our own 1,000-point scorer here at Milton Hershey in the game, Mr. Danye Baylor-Carroll. And what's so impressive, as we mentioned in the pregame,
well over 1,500 now.
More than 1,500 points in counting. But what's so wild tonight, though, Jay, is that Carter Van Syock has a total of 6 points.
Yep.
And Danye's got 0.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting, I don't know if we got any stats on how many assists, but he certainly was creating openings for all of his other teammates.
Yeah. Yeah.
Offensive rebounding, too, I have to emphasize. I mean, the Spartans doing a great job crashing the boards and getting putbacks or other opportunities.
So inside the huddle there, see Danye getting some instructions. His great-grandmother in the house tonight. She's sitting up there behind the Shippensburg bench, but a cool event. And I'm not ready to say that Danye's even having an off night. As you said, Jay, so many looks inside. The Spartans have not been relying on outside shots. They only have 1 3 made to this point, but I think they've only taken 3 threes, or I guess 4. Danye's taken a couple.
I think Pedro
Trayvon took 1
or 2.
Yeah, so the Spartans have not had to go to three-point range, which is really, what keeps them in a lot of games. Spartans traditionally undersized compared to a lot of their opponents. They beat teams with speed and shooting and creating those turnovers. By speed, I mean running up down the floor and creating turnovers. Tonight, they're doing it on the glass.
Yeah, and we've certainly seen intense defense, which always helps.
So it's the starting 5 for the Spartans. You saw they were on the floor ready to go. They also only stayed in the locker room for about 3 minutes. They came back out and kept getting their shots up. So it's Danye Baylor-Carroll, Jaden Young, Pedro Rodriguez, Trayvon Ferguson, and Naeem Cross. They come out against the zone from Shippensburg, which really did turn this game around to make it a much more manageable score. Trayvon misses badly to get started. He runs it down, though.
Yep.
That's how you get back on your coach's good side. Nice pass inside. Pedro got stuck. Jaden will take a 3. No good. Rebound. Trayvon had a hand on it, and it's saved by the Hounds.
Coach Zerby asked him there to use 2 hands to get those rebounds.
So Spartans had some looks, but come up empty. Carter Van Syock has a look here, but gives it up. Zach Cullen on the wing, guarded by Danye. Nice feed inside. Stolen away by Naeem. Naeem takes a hit in the head, but he's a tough guy. He's a football player. Danye down the lane, right hand, no good. Pedro, he's fouled.
Oh.
It was a great drive by Danye, didn't go down.
Again, creating opportunities.
Pedro looking for his 20th point. I'm going to do my best to score as we go now, Jay, in case we have a historic night for Mr. Rodriguez. So that's 20.
It's good to see the Spartans hitting these free throws. It certainly was a challenge for us the other evening.
This is that one.
Jinxed it.
He's 3 of 4 from the line now. Naeem guarding the ball. There's a walk. You think that maybe Adam Hauser was like, wait a second, I got to deal with this running back / quarterback guarding me out here.
Yep.
He just got nervous and walked with it. Look at the scouting report on Danye. Zach Cullen just keeping his hand on him constantly. And it leads to an easy layup for Naeem Cross.
Danye's got to be careful. He might get a cheap
I saw that.
here.
He was kind of whacking at the hand that was on his chest. Hauser slips past everybody, but misses. Rebound, though, is dropped in. The teams swap buckets here. Danye drives and pulls up. Ooh, Naeem too quick for him from Trayvon. Oh, a lazy pass by Naeem, and Hauser's got 2 more. Just telegraphed it too much. And Danye's got it. He switched to a zone. Naeem steps inside. Pedro will step it back out. Danye for 3. The hand in his face, rolls off. Oh, look at Naeem cross, everybody. Oh, but comes up empty.
Still
grabs it aboard, though. Oh, but passes it away. Spartans letting too many chances slip by right now. Shippensburg's able to stay in this game. Another easy 2. 9-point game.
Cutting it to 9.
Danye steps inside. Naeem. Danye drives, kicks it out. Jaden Young. A couple of decent looks. Nobody wants to pull the trigger right now.
Almost looks like nobody wants to shoot.
Trayvon nearly walked.
Coach Zerby going to call timeout.
Zerby's going to call a timeout. Could just feel things were sort of out of sorts there and wants to settle things in here. Down to 9 points, just like that.
And you almost get a sense that they're trying to find a way to get Danye to score. You know, they're passing around, waiting for him to get an open shot.
Saw Danye pass on a shot there. You don't want to think that maybe he's already thinking a little too much. It's not his night. Got to get him shooting. Even if he's not making it, Spartans are most comfortable when Danye is letting it fly. Spartans led 21-7 after the first quarter. So really give credit to Shippensburg slowly chipping away. And this is district basketball. Everybody in these brackets can play. The district stretches so far now that it's, not uncommon to have to run into a team you don't know very much about. I think they only had a couple of mutual opponents, Redland and somebody else.
Well, and again, this is a game where you have to be, very aggressive and not, let up in a situation like this, because it won't take long for a team to creep back in.
Early third quarter, Spartans leading by 9. Danye on the wing. Trayvon Ferguson battling in the post. Danye crosses his man up, gives it to Pedro, slides to the rim, and rolls off.
I think.
Count the basket, they say.
Yep.
I couldn't tell. Somebody's hand
grabbed the rim.
Somebody's hand hit the net.
Yeah.
And it disrupted the shot. I thought it may have been a Spartan, but clearly the ref says no. So 2 more.
Well, no, they didn't give the points.
No, he counted the basket.
You have to see it up on the scoreboard.
Didn't we see the ref?
I thought he said count it.
We'll wait and see. At this point, it doesn't count. His 3 goes no good. Pedro grabs the board. He'll look to push. Slides past the man looking for the charge. Comes up empty, though. In transition, Shippensburg off and running. They come up empty, and Danye grabs a rebound. Out to Pedro in the corner for 3 in transition. No good. Tipped around. Shippensburg has it. Now Van Syak has open for a 3 in transition. He rolls it off. Danye battling off a foot, and they call a foul.
Wow.
So that basket didn't count.
Not according to the scoreboard.
Only we saw it. So Carrington's back in the game. Carrington Smith, the senior. Trayvon makes his move, pulls up, off balance, rolls it in. Trayvon Ferguson, hey, we'll take it any way we can get it.
That's right.
Lead is back to 11.
Oh,
Jaden
nice
Young,
hands, Jade.
So smooth. Drops it in. Second time Jaden Young just picked the pocket of Adam Hauser. And a Shippensburg timeout. Trying to stop those spurts before they happen. So 43-30. Wonder if anybody will say something now. No, that was after the Jaden Young basket.
Okay.
It was Trayvon's and then Jaden's, so there was 4 points there. They did not count that basket interference.
Well, We'll only worry about that if it comes down to it at the end of the game.
I'm already hyperventilating the thought that it could come down to that.
Yeah.
And that, like, how could we tell? How could we alert someone?
We've got video evidence.
Like, should we get somebody to tell the ref right now? Like, did it count or did it not count?
This is why we need interns.
But at the same time, we should probably stop talking about it. I mean, this is what assistant coaches are watching that stuff like a hawk. So if he didn't intend it to count, they probably got it right. Look at me sticking up for refs, Jay.
Yeah, it's growth.
Spartans sticking with that man-to-man for now. Out to Van Syak, guarded by Trayvon. Takes a bump. Oh, I don't. The foul goes against Trayvon.
That's going to be his third.
Whistles tend to get more common later in games. So with 3 fouls, Trayvon Ferguson checks out. Josh Parra back in. Outside for Hauser. Spartans can't let up defensively. Drive inside.
Good
nice
defense.
Carrington Smith and Josh Parra. Weak side board though. Still nothing.
There you go.
Parra grabs it. Jaden Young slows it down uncharacteristically. Gives it to Danye. Screen from Josh Parra. Double teamed. Inside for Carrington. Back to Naeem. Nice little give and go.
Wow,
with
with
the
a left hand.
Like that Naeem cross. Like he's streaking to the end zone. 15-point lead now for the Spartans. Hauser gets loose. Van Syak runs into a trap. Runs through Josh Parra. And they call foul on Josh Parra.
Spartans need to keep up this intensity.
3 fouls on
Extend
Josh
that lead.
Parra. Might need some big minutes from one of the big guys down on the bench tonight. Looking at you, Clemente Ojanaka, or Ivan Cross. Pedro checks back in. .238 to go in the third. Spartans still leading by 15. Carter misses them both. Rebound bounces.
Good job boxing out by Naeem Cross.
Danye pushes, has it knocked away. So they don't call it reach or a kicked ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that went in kick.
Carter pulls it out, gets it to Hauser. There's a bump, nothing there.
Good defense.
Pedro Rodriguez, nice defense on the shot. Jaden, a little loose with it, and then some. Able to control it. Now Naeem has it knocked away. Spartans very uncharacteristically loose with the ball right now. Nice job getting back though. Carrington Smith to stop that fast break. 3, Hickman. Long rebound. Naeem Cross. Jaden Young. Naeem. Danye drives. Nice pass for Pedro. At the rim, doesn't go. Carrington to no one. Ball's on the ground. An ugly style right now for both teams.
A lot of running around, no points. Where are they going to call that one? I think he's going to get Naeem.
Yeah, I think so too. Just out of position. Yep. Just the first foul on Naeem Cross. I was getting nervous. Man, how many of the big guys have a bunch of fouls? Trayvon's going to check back in with 3, and Hassan Kamara is going to come in as well.
Give Carrington and Naeem a breather.
The Spartans go small here. Reset the lineup. You got Trayvon, Ferguson, Pedro Rodriguez, Hassan Kamara, Jaden Young, and Danye Baylor Carroll. That one rolls in. Jaden and Danye go back and forth. Past the free throw line. Nice no look from you-know-who. Pedro's got it. Got to get rid of it, though. Danye, quick 3.
There it is.
Danye finds some rhythm. He's got his first bucket of the contest, and it's a big 3.
Only took us to almost the end of the third period.
No, I watched his grandmother. She didn't even react. Maybe she was like, yeah, but child need to get loose. Nice spin by Hauser to create some space, and it's an easy 2 for Shippensburg.
See if now Danye's got his rhythm with him.
Under a minute to go in the third. Danye's stuck. Gives it to Jaden. Trayvon, head of steam, left hand. Oh, wow. Trayvon Ferguson.
He's added an offensive spark tonight.
His first step is so quick. Nobody can defend that. We haven't seen anybody be able to defend that first step. Nice trap. Hassan Kamara comes up with Danye. Oh, he's able to escape, though. Now they've got numbers, but it slips away from Hauser momentarily, and Pedro sends it. And it goes that way.
Ball.
Last touch by Hauser.
Gets the crowd into it.
He's got 20 points and a big defensive highlight there. 21.5 seconds. Well, they tried to rush Josh Parr into the game. They're going to wait for the last shot. You never see the Spartans sit back for the last shot. They love to push. Down low for Trayvon. Picks up his dribble. Gives it to Pedro awkwardly. Did it get touched? It didn't get touched. Trayvon just got stuck in a bad spot. So,
but Zerby frustrated there to give up that opportunity. Need to see some tough defense here for these last 5 seconds.
Leading by 16, 5 seconds to go. Well, I don't think Shippensburg realizes it. Yeah, oh no, Hickman will take a long 3. Challenged, nearly got it. Challenged the shot by Pedro. Every point counts. Okay, so we go to the fourth now. We'll reset things here. Milton Hershey leads 50-34. Win and you advance, lose and you go home. Don't go anywhere. MHSkids.org. Inside Mark Zerby's huddle with 1 quarter to go. So the winner of this one gets the winner of Dover and Garden spot. Speaking of teams that Milton Hershey doesn't play too often. I only have a score. Now here we go. 5:52 to go in the fourth quarter. Garden spot is leading that game 53-48. Garden spot is the 13th seed. So if Garden spot hangs on there,
let's not jinx
the game would be at either Shippensburg or Milton Hershey.
There you go.
And a Garden spot player went over his 1,000 point in that game tonight.
Wow.
Danye nearly makes a steal. 16-point lead for the Spartans to start this fourth quarter. Long 3 from Van Syack comes up empty. Jaden Young looking to push. Spartans have numbers 4-on-2, but Jaden keeps it himself to the rim. Drops it in, Jaden Young. Setting the lineup for you. Spartans stick with that small guard-heavy lineup. You got DBC, Trayvon Ferguson, Jaden Young, Hassan Kamara, and Pedro Rodriguez. Dropped in by the Hounds. Danye felt the trap come and gives it up to Jaden. Hassan Kamara on the wing. Pedro underneath. Takes the hit. No call. Drops it in anyway. He's got 22. Hassan Kamara. Oh, he stepped on the line. I thought he did from here.
Good defense, though. Coach Zerby likes to see that aggressiveness.
.702 to play in the game. Well, the MHSkids.org team making some news on the baseline there, getting some words from the ref. Trap comes, Pedro, interception, 3-on-1. Pedro to the rim, drops it in. He's got 24.
This is what we like to see, creating the turnovers off of the press. Half-court defense.
It's back to 20.
Oh,
Shippensburg
going to take timeout.
Calls that quick timeout. They have Coach Ray Staver has seen this episode before, and he smartly takes that timeout. I give him credit. A couple of times he's had some really well-placed timeouts to avoid these runs that the Spartans are just so good at seemingly creating out of nowhere. And they suddenly start causing havoc and teams sort of implode. So 20 points now as you see the Spartan huddle there on a night when Danye Baylor-Carroll has only 3 points. His old pal Pedro Rodriguez, fellow senior leader, has got 24 of the Spartans' 56.
Well, and like we mentioned before, you know, that bodes well for the Spartans. As we said, it can't rely on one guy. People need to step up. You know, people need to do things that that they're good at. Josh Parr doing a good job crashing the boards, getting those rebounds. Naeem Cross playing some great defense. You know, and specifically in open court. You know, for a big guy, he's such an athlete.
Yeah, he looks like suddenly much more comfortable with the ball in his hands tonight, too. He's always been a defensive force and kind of fills the role offensively, but tonight making some cuts and some passes with the ball that suddenly he's got a sense of confidence on the offensive end we haven't seen all season. Spartans come out in that trap again, chasing the ball. Now they back off. Jaden nearly creates a steal anyway. Man gets away for a second, pulls up, no good. Rebound put back, no good, and Danye grabs the board.
There you go.
It's a screen from Trayvon. Now Danye in transition. Out to Trayvon, thought about it. Leaves his man in his wake. Danye is left alone. Got it. DBC for 3.
Yep. Cannot leave him not wide open. He will not miss that.
He set his feet and knocked it down. You could feel it. So you hear the crowd around us erupting. And he comes up with a steal. He's got a man behind him, but he'll keep it himself. Oh, but he comes up empty.
The layup. Get some coaching from Coach Zerby there to get back on defense.
Trayvon had a finger on it, didn't go. At the rim, that one doesn't go. I think it's our ball. Yeah, it is. Van Sciak. So Van Sciak and Danye swap. Missed layups. Yeah. Hillary Secor checks in. So can I officially say that the Spark guards are on the floor?
That's right.
Oh no, Kamara checked out. Danye for 3. This one's no good. That's Pedro's hand. Zerby's trying to trick him.
I don't think Zerby liked that shot selection.
Spartans trying to set up a trap. Here it comes.
Here it comes.
They're able to get it, and there's Danye. Oh, it's knocked away. That's a foul.
Yep. Trey needs to be careful of that. Guy from State College got called technical.
Oh, man, they loved blowing whistles in that game. Techs and everything else. Danye inbounds for Pedro. Trayvon in the corner. Skip pass for Danye. Drives inside, has it knocked away. Shippensburg looking to push to the man open underneath, and it's good. 59-38. Trayvon's got it here.
Kevin Tuero checked in for Shippensburg.
Pedro has it knocked away. Now Shippensburg has signs of life once again. Van Scoy way off. He was looking for contact and nothing was there. Good no call. Jaden slicing through, doesn't go. Hickman pulls it up, runs into Pedro. Another odd pace again here. Hauser goes spinning away and he's gonna get bailed out. He was in no position to shoot and he's bailed out by a Hillary Secor foul. Be his first. Spartans though still leading by 21. 4.5 to play here. Hauser with a flat shot, misses that one. Josh Parra checks back in. He's got 3. Trayvon Ferguson also has 3, but it's time to get them back in. 4.5 minutes to go in the contest. Got a win to advance. Hauser gets 1 out of 2.
Someone needs to come back and help.
Goes behind his back to Secor, but it has it stolen. Hickman drops it in.
You get some help off the bench here.
Now Secor's got it, gives it back to Jaden. There's Danye looking to push. Takes a bump, slices through. At the rim, doesn't go. I think the problem is, if you're Mark Zerber right now, is these possessions are too short.
Yeah.
4 minutes to go, leading by 19. Or is it I was going to say 16, but it's no good. Go right at Para. Slips off.
Good job contesting the shot there and getting the rebound.
There you go, the steady hands of Trayvon Ferguson.
Oh.
Zerby's going to call a timeout.
I don't think he likes what he sees out there right now.
Ferguson's not happy because he thought he had a lane to the basket. But still, time to reset things. You got to win games. You can't just cruise to the finish line. You got to take it all the way in and win it. So it's a full timeout here, but we'll keep here at Spartan Center. 59-41. Pedro Rodriguez has got a very efficient 24 points in this game so far, had 19 points in the first half.
Well, and again, we talked about this earlier, that this is a game right now with, just about 4 minutes left, that they need to put this team away. They need to put lockdown defense, finish their shots, don't turn the ball over, and give the Greyhounds an opportunity to stay in this game.
Update from Dover High School. Garden Spot leads 57-51 with 2:04 to go. That LL League this year is pretty good top to bottom. And it's a 13 seed Garden Spot. On the road in the first round of districts. And I'd give you that game. The winner of this game gets the winner of that game. I'm not just picking at random district games to fill your digital airwaves with. 3:50 to go. Jaden and Danye. Jaden Young out there. Danye left alone. Great
Nice
pass
pass
back to Trayvon, and he finishes. Talked about his unselfishness, Jay.
And his passing. We talk about his ball handling, his passing. He really does have all the skills.
Lead is back to 20.
Pedro.
Great job by Pedro. Great anticipation. And look at Pedro get out and run. He goes behind his back to Trayvon. And Trayvon gets another showy 2 more. Mark Zerby not quite as happy that time.
No. Again, I think it helps when you finish it and score.
Another steal. Yes, Jaden Young has it. He slips away from a couple of defenders. Now he goes right down the middle, and that's a foul.
I'll tell you, one of the things you'd love to see, too, is how quickly the Spartans transition back on offense. It's almost like they're all down there wanting to get a pass, get a shot.
You talk about that court awareness, too. Guys know how to trail just the right place and the right pace even to make sure they're in position to get those passes or those rebounds. It's something that comes from playing with the same group a long time. Nice pass for Jaden Young on the inbounds. Has it swatted, though.
At one Wozen checking in.
Good to see Nate Nell out there. That's a guy who can hit a 3. Speaking of 3s, Carter's way off here, and Jaden Young looking to rush. He's got Pedro in transition. Nearly walked with it.
Pedro standing out of bounds when he hit that ball.
Pedro couldn't finish it. He's going to take a break. Yeah, look, they hear me over there, man. I'm telling you, Clemente Ojinaka getting in. Or no, that's Christy Henry's. We approach 2.5 to go. There's a 3 from Hickman, no good. Zach Cullen has the board. He goes up with one hand and gets it to drop.
An opportunity to get some of the younger guys some big game experience.
Danye. Oh, another
nice
no-look pass, and Para double clutch drops it in. I'm telling you, if Danye can get a couple more buckets, he's triple-double bound on assist, points, and rebounds, but I don't think he's got enough points. Not enough rebounds either, but thinking positively.
Greyhounds call a timeout.
Shippensburg's going to think it over. They're down by 22 with 2:13 to go. And I think it's time to start saying it hasn't been the most textbook Spartan performance tonight. Didn't shoot the 3 very well.
Certainly probably not the game plan that Coach Zerby drew up, but you know what? They've adapted. And again, just a matter of, who's going to step up and do what needs to be done.
And sometimes that's, when you're playing against opponents like this, you don't see too often. It's dictated by them. They really came out in an effort to not just shut down Danye, but just keep the ball completely out of his hands. And ended up getting a ton of baskets underneath. Spartans were playing a totally different style early on. But they've adapted throughout the game as well. Never gave up the lead. They never trailed in this game. The last time we were tied, it was 3-3.
Yep. Still got a big crowd here tonight. We got a lot of folks out watching on the live stream.
Yeah, I like that 7 p.m. start. It was hard on me logistically, but
yes,
people can stay. More people can come out and watch.
Got here from Korea so quickly.
Yeah, you do what you got to do.
Now we got Mr. D, Mike D'Acosta's out listening.
Christy Henry's looking for Hassan Kamara in the corner for Nate Nell. Skipped over for Henry's. Christy has it knocked away from behind.
It's going to stay with the Spartans.
We'll get Nate Nell to knock down a 3. We haven't had one of those at the Spartan Center in too long. Danye's got it. Takes a hand to the face. Down low for Parra. Great pass. Great position. Nice job. Remember, he's just a sophomore, folks.
Yep.
It's a 10th grader.
Tell you what, if we can get him to grow about 2 more inches.
Oh, nice steal by Hassan Kamara. Keeps it himself to the rim. Drops it in. Hassan Kamara. Steal and finish. 90 seconds to go in this one. Elbow jumper is good. Tough night from Hickman, but he gets a late 2 there.
Spartans are going to retain that ball. Got some more youngsters coming in.
There he is. There's Clemente Ojanaka.
Nope, that's Avon Cross.
Oh my gosh. You're right. Shippensburg's also going to mix a few guys in here. 69-45 Spartans. It's amazing how quietly the Spartans can get to 70 points. Henry's at the rim. Got it, Christy Henry.
He's going to get in the box score.
Now Clemente Ojanaka is going to check in. Coach has been listening to me now.
There you go. Cam Webster also getting in some freshmen and sophomores.
That pass goes flying out of bounds. (71-45), 46 seconds to go. And the Spartans have got an all-new lineup out there.
Avon Cross.
Avon Cross has it blocked and stays here. It's a nice move, though. You see him kind of throw a shimmy shake.
Yeah. I tell you what, I really liked seeing him play defense this year.
Look at the picket fence. There's Avon. Ooh, look at Avon's athleticism. Skying to the rim. Suddenly, Mark Zerby has visions of future Spartan stars.
Cam Webster, freshman, playing some D on the top.
Nice steal. Here they come. Down low. Up and under. Get in there.
Good look, though, for Clemente. Good court awareness.
.15 seconds. Knocks it down. Knocks them both down. Hey, you can do that. You can play anytime you want on this team.
I tell you what, for a freshman, we'll take it. I'm sure Zerby's going to make some comments about that some of the older guys could take a lesson there.
No doubt about it.
Oh.
And a late foul. Is that Nate Boyd? Some of our roster numbers aren't matching up here.
I think he's one of the young freshmen that Zerby's called up here towards the end of the year.
Yeah, so when some of these JV guys get some extra time, as you see Pedro and Trayvon enjoying life at the end of the bench. Take a path down the bench here to another solid Spartan win. Tell you what, district wins are never guaranteed. District tournaments are never guaranteed. Mark Zerby. Mark Zerby sets out every season hoping to just get a spot in this tournament.
Good rebound.
To win a game is even better. So Spartans get it done at home tonight. 75-47. Wasn't the prettiest game, but nobody's complaining. A dominant win in a must-win situation. And the Spartans are moving on to the next round of the district tournament. And I got good news, Jay.
Oh, no.
We got another home game.
Nice.
So the next game will be against Garden Spot because they took down Dover tonight in an absolute upset. So Thursday night,
right here,
Spartan Center, Garden Spot comes here. The winner of that game secures a place in the state tournament. So that is why that next game is your huge, huge must-win game.
And get ready for our post-game show up here.
If there's a victory or a loss, the way this season's going, it's time for post-game with Pedro. It's got to come all the way up around.
Post-game with Pedro. He didn't bring any of his friends
I believe
tonight.
Pedro had 24 points. Hey, this is a business trip. This is a business trip.
All right, Pedro. Post-game with Pedro. Tell us about tonight. Tell us about tonight.
How'd it go tonight, Pedro?
Oh, man, we just came out with a lot of intensity and knew that we had to play a lot of defense, stop their best guys, and just a lot of penetration, speed the game up, and just play as a team.
Tell us about the flow tonight. Felt a little bit different. So much energy against State College. Did it take you guys a little bit longer to get going? What was the difference tonight?
I mean, I feel like we never forgot about State College game just happened on Thursday. So
right.
We definitely knew that if we would have played a little better and closed out that game, we probably could have came out W. So we had a lot of fire in us. And just brought that out tonight for districts. 19 points for you in the first half. What was going on? Were you just finding open looks, filling the paint? What was going on? Yeah, but it all starts with my teammates. You know, Danye, Trey, Jaden, everybody finding me and trusting me. Danye usually takes, the last second shot. Him trusting me at the three-point line, and it all starts with my teammates finding me first.
All right, but hey, we got some good news.
You want to play? You want to play here Thursday? Or you want to play over there?
Dover lost.
Dover lost.
Yeah, that's what we like to see.
So Thursday,
we'll be there, right?
Oh, we got Olivia here. Can we get Olivia in the shot here? Olivia, one of our super fans.
Number 1 fan right here.
Number 1 fan.
So what's that mean to you guys to get another home game?
It feels great. We thought today was our last home game. That's why we definitely came out, us seniors, with a lot of fire, and knowing that this could possibly be the last one. But it's good to hear we have one more here in this wonderful gym.
Well, we'll let you go back and give them the good news, man. Thursday night, you guys got Garden Spot here.
Thank you.
Great win tonight, man. Appreciate post-game with Pedro, as always.
All right, Pedro.
So there it is, guys. And I love, Jay, what is so cool there is that here he is in that moment, and he wants to make sure that Olivia gets a little pub, too.
Yep.
How cool is that?
One of our little super fans. Pedro's family here tonight.
She's a baller, too. I've seen her play. She can play it. All right, so there it is tonight, folks. Spartans get it done 75-47, 24 points in the game for Pedro Rodriguez. Another episode of Postgame with Pedro. And Thursday night, back here, Spartan Center.
That's
Garden
big.
Spot
That is
comes
big.
to town, and the winner of that game gets a spot in the state tournament.
Hey, and I'll tell you what, as many people as we had come out here tonight, this is going to be a tough place for anybody to come in and play. So, for those of you that were here tonight, thank you very much. We'll hope to see you here Thursday. And if not, we'll expect you to watch on the live stream.
Looking forward to it. We'll have a wonderful evening. For everybody to make this possible, all these guys up here, some students helping us out tonight as well.
That's right. We got extra cameras tonight.
So thanks to everybody. Looking forward to Thursday night. Have a great night. Celebrate the Spartan victory.
Good night, folks.